Okay folks, we're just going to do a little bit of a riding review here of the Aoocci C9 Max. Now I've had it on the bike for a while, been out in all weathers testing it and found a few new features that I'd like to share with you guys. So it's fast becoming my favourite Apple Carplay Android Auto unit. I was just thinking then, should I go off-road, but the weather's been crap lately and that's going to be a lot of deep water that way, so we'll go this way. Drop into New Mills. As usual, the weather here in the UK pretty crappy now, getting into mid-November. Look at the state of those clouds. But why is it every time I roll the bike out the garage the doom clouds descend on ALCHEMOTO? Do we care? No. Why is that? Because I've got all my heated gear on. So apart from not being able to see every time I close my visor because of this shitty pin lock, which I'm going to sort out, guys, because I'm sick of whinging about it every time I come out, and because I do ride in the rain. There's nothing. Was that a byway there? I don't think I'll be getting the bike up that. Every time I decide to come out, I get drenched. It's not all the time, to be fair. You've seen me in that sun-scorching riding weather with a t-shirt on, shades on and all that, but when it comes to this time of year, we don't really have a choice, do we? But anyway, the Aoocci C9 Max, that's what we're here to talk about. So I've not got it linked to maps at the moment, so you can see the dedicated home screen, which has got the tyre temperatures on there. I had to adjust the date and time, by the way. I was well out on that. So it's showing with 2.9 bar. I need to change that actually to PSI and do that in the settings. So it's showing the tyre temperature as well at 7 and 5 degrees respectively. Pretty cold, and the outside temperature at 42 degrees Fahrenheit. What's that? Is that around 7 degrees or something like that? 6 degrees. So temperature's getting colder as the day goes on, and we've actually got snow forecast tomorrow. Ride when I started off was 8 degrees, so it's gone down 2 degrees now to 6, and even though we are heading into the outskirts of the Peak District, it does go a little bit colder here as well. But I can certainly feel it since I came out about an hour ago, the temperature drop. It's just nice actually to be wearing these heated gloves that are under test, and the heated gilet as well, because I'm sort of trying to get my kit together. I'll just do a little bit of a plug for the winter camp this year. So up to now there's 6 of us going on the winter camp. We must be mad. So for those of you who've watched me the last couple of years, especially last year with Kai, the Cheshire Adventurer, by the way, he's coming along again this year on his new Tenere, which he's just got back from repair. He did have the World Raid, but he's got the new Tenere now. Let's go left, tight left. Knocked into neutral then. I can't see a damn thing. Stay there, car. Visor up. A little bit of rain in the eyeballs doesn't really hurt anyone, does it? But we're going to pull up in a minute and just go through some of the features on the C9 Max. But we will, as I said, we've got the tyre temperature, which you need to change back to PSI, the interconnect to your phone, the driving recorder, which is always on, by the way, because it works as a dash cam unit. Now, I have had a look at the video playback, and from the last time I was riding as well in the rain, I had a lot of water on the lens, and I think that's going to be the same thus far as well on this one, so I can't really show you the quality when I've got raindrops on the lenses. Settings and the replay. So the replay mode is what I'm going to talk about as well, because it's the only one I've seen with a dedicated replay button, so you can press that and go into your files that it's recorded. Now obviously you can change your files sizes, so you can, I can't remember what it is now, it's like 1 minute, 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever intervals for each segment it records and saves. So when you go to replay, it'll show you a list of all those that you can go back into and then replay back on your screen. But that's not the only thing. I think there's a place I can pull in here just to show you guys. Is that right? We're just going to pull in here. A little bit out to the weather as well. There we go. Right, I'm just going to switch off, wipe my camera, do all the right things, take my gloves off so my hands get cold, and then reboot the screen back up. Okay, so here's the interesting features. Switch on. First of all is your customizable screen. So if you watch this now, there's my channel logo, so you can make your own little boot up screen on the C9. I think you can do it on the C6 as well and the other models, but how cool is that? So replay function. There we go. I got worried then because it said no SD card. It took a minute just to register it. So we can play back. Here we are. That's the latest one just pulling up here. Let's just go back and then play that one. See the water and the lens, that's the only downside. But it does actually say front and rear, so if we try a front one, press that, and there's the front view. So overall, there's the full screen there. The quality isn't bad whatsoever on this, especially for a dashcam unit. So that's pretty cool, eh? And then you can delete files as well if you don't want them. And then you can lock files as well so they don't overwrite, so that's one thing about it. Now, the other cool thing is, we love these apps. Fingerprint doesn't match, there we go, because of the water on my fingers. If you go into the Villidor app, Villidor, whatever it's called, Villidor, and connect to the unit, you go to the camera file, and there's all the files, and you can download these straight from here onto your phone. It's not coming up with a picture view at the moment, obviously, but it's showing the files. So what you can do is click all of those and download them straight to your phone and then onto your laptop and do what you want with them. So it saves removing the SD card. So it's a cracking little way of doing it, and there's not all of them do that. The Linky Fun MT2 did that, but this one, when I found out it used the same app, made a massive difference to me with this unit overall. So it meant that there was no faffing around with the little screws, losing the screws to take the SD card out and plugging it into your computer and whatnot. Just meant that everything was you could do straight from the app, and it just made a massive difference. So that, and having the replay function, brilliant. The recorder here, split screen, you can change this obviously, change that view around, that's your left and right, or to full screen mode or to rear screen mode, so you can change that while you're riding as well. You can leave that on, so you can use it as a rear view camera and whatnot as well on there. So absolutely brilliant few settings. So for the price point on these in comparison to some of them on the market, it's a no-brainer. Apologies for any rain on the lenses today. There's not a lot I can do about the British weather. So yeah folks, I think, like I said, for the price point, the Aoocci C9 Max, or whichever one you go for, I think the C6 is slightly smaller, I'm not sure, but it does have some of the same capabilities. But for the tyre pressure monitoring, brilliant, even though I've got it on the Pan Am. The recorder function there on a button, the replay mode, the interconnect with your phone for the maps, brilliant, and all your settings here. The icons are a brilliant size, everything's there to hand, you can add apps to it, and plus the function, being able to use the app on your phone as well. It made such a massive difference to me with that unit, and it looks brilliant on the bike. So all in all, that's my ride review of the Aoocci C9 Max that I didn't include on the other review on the garage with the other units that I tested. So just a little insight to some of the other features that are available that I might not have picked up on the original review. So there you go folks. You know, I do actually love, I always say this, I do love riding in the rain, bar two things: being wet, or three things: being cold, being wet, and not being able to see. Now, at the moment, even though it's 6 degrees outside, cooling down, ready for next week's snow if it does arrive, I'm warm because I've got my heat gilet on, and obviously a pair of the heated gloves that I've got under test. But I can't see fuck all again because this bloody thing keeps steaming up. So this is just a short little ride today, folks, because I know you'll probably find, if you do watch the channel, that I've integrated this ride with my reviews while I'm out. I'm just trying to snatch time at the moment because it is Sunday, back to work tomorrow on the 12-hour shifts again all week, and trying to fit everything in. So I really have no choice whether it's dry or wet. I've got to get out and do what I need to do to clear my backlog and get something out on the channel for you guys. And plus you get to see me getting piss wet through again, so how cool is that? I'm just going to lift this slightly. I'm not bothered about a few drips going down on the inside, but I did actually spray it with Rain-X on the outside before, and you can probably tell I'm still trying to shift this dreaded lurgy as well. That's been lingering now for coming into its second week, so not really a good thing coming out and getting piss wet through, is it? But hey ho, shit happens. So like I said, just a short few minutes ride just to fill you guys in, and hopefully we're back to the adventure riding soon and find some new pastures to ride. But they do say any ride is a ride, and as short as this one might be today, it's just nice to just get out on the two wheels and do a little bit of head therapy, because at the end of the day it does give us that, doesn't it? So after that heavy week, oh, that rain is like, that's cold rain. You can definitely tell it's getting colder as the day progresses. 42 degrees Fahrenheit, 6 degrees. It's not moved off 6 degrees for an hour now, but 6 degrees when you're sort of just nice and, you know, wearing the right gear. It's actually pretty pleasant in this autumnal weather with the colours. I mean, getting to ride with the colours of the trees like that, fantastic. Who needs dry days? Wind's picking up as well. But anyway, folks, thanks as usual for watching. Normal service resumes soon on the channel. Don't want to just become a review channel, so just to let you guys know that I'm still out on the road and we're bringing you some rides out whenever possible. So that is the plan. But until then, thanks for watching this little short wet ride, which is becoming the normal thing anyway, and we'll be seeing you guys soon. So again, if you haven't subscribed to ALCHEMOTO, please do hit that subscribe button. Please like, share and comment if you dare. But until the next time, folks, I'm signing out. We'll be seeing you later. Thanks again.